Hello, morning, everybody. It's Mel and Tony again, where we meet every Monday. But this is a blessed Friday. This is a good day to be alive, Mel. Mel, this is a good day to be alive. You with me?
I am. I was stuck
Okay.
in the fact that you say we meet here every Monday, but this is a blessed Friday.
I said it's a blessed Friday.
Yeah, but we meet
Mm.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah, well. Oh, you on a spanking mood this morning?
No, I just don't want to cause our viewers to think
Well,
that this is a special show
you
because we
see,
meet every Monday.
but you see, age could catch up with you. You know, watch the age. I don't want you have the little flashback. You know, you're all people your age. You see our show this
Hold
morning?
on, hold on, hold
You
on,
see
hold
what
on.
our show say this morning?
Hold on.
All right, hold on. I'm
Who
here.
manifesting age-related memory issues or expressions?
Well, you see, um, age is just a number. That's what they told me.
Yeah.
But I find out a
The
lot.
answer is more than a number.
You think so?
That's what, okay. Ronnie Butler says only a number, but according to Phil Stubbs, it's more than
Because
a number.
there's more than a number, but I think most people up in age. Let me use the word up in age. Stuck. They stuck right now. It's still in the past. Still believing that the old things they do back then work now. They around here trying to, mm-hmm,
Well, you
talking
know
about
what
the
we
Nixon.
say? You know what we say in the Bahamas? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You got to worry
Yeah,
about
but
fixing it. If it's still functional,
that's the
then
that's the
keep
problem.
it working.
Y'all got everybody going crazy. Y'all got
Mm.
everybody going crazy because you're all old fashioned. But anyhow, you know, they say age is a beauty, and age is what a, a lot of people wish they could reach it, and a lot of people don't reach it. But that's must be hard to be. It's hard to go get in the 60s. That's some good years of this live until 60. That is beautiful. You don't think so? I I sit back the other day and think about it. You live till you 60. You got to be dumb if you don't have a good grasp for the world today. If you're 60, because in the Bahamas you have to swim, eat and chew and all the same time. It's ain't easy to live in the Bahamas, because in the Bahamas today, if you don't be strong, you'll crumble. So to be 60, to live to see 60, you have to fight for a lot of things. And that's my 5 cents today that to be 60, you have to be strong mentally. Because most 60-year-old in the Bahamas, they've been to hell and back because the
Well,
minds they have.
mm,
That's my 5. Mm-hmm.
very interesting, very interesting. And I guess that is why our health focus is so important because um, we promised this would be our final segment, focusing on suicide prevention. But when you think about it, it's not the older persons who are generally attempting suicide, it is the younger persons. So clearly, in the Bahamas, even though things may be a little tough and rough for the 60 plus, they seem to have come to that age of maturity to realize that what they say, if you can't fix it, relax and let it go.
Let it
Because
flow.
just because that's the way you want it doesn't mean that it will be so, right? And so,
Yes, ma'am.
as we think about suicide prevention and the lyrics of that particular song, excuse me, it tells us how important balance is in our life. Balancing your mind, your body, and your spirit, and pursuing wholeness in each of these areas. If you remember way back when we looked at the principles for health and wellness, balancing mind, body, and spirit is very important. And that is a key component for mental health and wellness. And so when you think about health and wellness and the long course of life, you really want to be slowing down. It doesn't matter what age you are. Some people think that as you get older, you should be slowing down. But the running and gunning that we do on a daily basis, running after the long greens, and in the Bahamas, of course, we have multi colors in our dollar notes, right? The $100 blue, the $50 red, the $1 green, right? But we are constantly running after things. But we need to slow down. And then when we don't slow down, we get so flustered that our patience becomes short, and we want to end things for ourselves, end things for others. But we have to learn to keep calm. And in keeping calm, we're able to think clearly. In slowing down, we're able to think clearly. But we must also adopt positive thinking, okay? Thinking positively, seeing things from a positive perspective, and not seeing doom and gloom because things aren't going right for you. Sometimes we just simply need to unplug, go to sleep, take a break, take a walk, relax, enjoy life, have fun, go outside, do something that you enjoy. These all help to improve your mood and your way of thinking. And of course, smiling, taking deep breaths in and out, you know, just calming ourselves, and even meditating. We have claimed from I was a child, we've known the Bahamas to be a Christian nation. Christian in which way? As far as I know, Christian means Christ like. And when we look at the life of Christ, we realize that he was a solitary, powerful, yet simple and humble and loving being. And if we were to just take those characteristics and emulate them, we would find ourselves in a better place every day.
Mm.
And that's our health focus for this morning.
Well, well, I take some stuff from what you say,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll elaborate on one of them. We so negative in this country. We are so negative. We we so negative that everything we come out of our mouth, it seems to be negative now. And when so negative, it hurts some people so much that we just think it's okay to be loose with our mouth and loose. And most times, piggybacking on suicide, words is be one of the things that started this journey for people.
Yeah, downward spiral. Yeah.
Yeah, because what we say, I just watch, sit down and watch. We'll create a story, a negative story about somebody,
Hmm.
and we just will. It's like prime example. I give you a good example. If a guy comes in and he a little soft we'll call him a sissy. But no, you don't know this guy. But just because he wears something soft
Yeah. Yeah,
or he
his
has
appearance. Yeah.
yeah, you call him a sissy. And you say it in the office, and before the end of the evening, it's out of the office, and everybody at the bar or this one calling this guy a sissy. And we just create these stories, and it hurts a lot of people. And so we have to learn to be careful with our mouth. And then, last but least, the politicians get a bad rap too, because a lot of time we lies on these politicians. You know, sometimes in some cases these politicians trying to do good, but we'll create a story. He's a thief. He's a, and out of nowhere because you don't like the color of his party or you don't like his party. You say and you spread these little stupid rumors just because you don't like probably the person look who they pulling for, and we just crazy. We
Hmm.
we going crazy, and the Bahamas we gotta try and rewrite some of the wrong we doing to people and how we do things in this country. So what's our topic? Let's go to our topic before I go on with that.
Sexual urges and aging. Is it taboo?
Sex and urges, and it's if it's taboo, let me tell you. So what you trying to say is it's okay for 80-year-old woman to still be making love? That what you trying to say?
Am I trying to say that?
Yeah, that's what you trying to say. An 80-year-old still trying to make love, still trying to jump on top of me.
Hold on, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, it is a part of life. So it's living and there is no trying. It's simply expressing who you are as an individual. There's no trying. See the tone in which you say that makes it seem as if it is something wrong.
So there's nothing wrong for 80-year-old to be still rocking.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with 80 your Grammy to be still around here trying to rock. Okay, all right, ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't think nothing wrong with it. I just asking you the question. If she could go, let's go. I can't hear you. You're mute or something. Yeah, I can't hear you. Anyways, it's okay for an 80-year-old to rock it.
Of course, Tony, why not?
All right, I think so. But in the Bahamas, that's taboo. You know, an 80-year-old or a
Listen,
70-year-old.
listen to me. Two things.
Mm-hmm. Two
One,
things.
an 80-year-old is still a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Two, your age does not define who you are. Whatever you enjoy in life as a young person,
Mm-hmm.
why should you stop because you're getting older? As a matter of fact, the science is there concerning maintaining all of your functions, all of the things that you enjoyed, all of the things that made you happy and bring you pleasure. Not only that, think about the mobility of engaging in sexual activities.
Mm-hmm.
If you are doing that, you literally are someone who is maintaining the flexibility of your joints, the state of your brain. Okay? So,
Mm-hmm.
sex is not something that we just do because it is age specific or age appropriate. We do it because it is like eating, drinking, breathing, relaxing. It is health enhancing. So why? Because I become older, I should stop doing the things that I
Well,
did
well,
when I
I
was
don't,
younger.
but I don't have a problem. See, hold on. I don't have a problem with an 80, 70, and 80-year-old woman making love. I
Or
have,
man,
oh man, oh well, I don't have a problem. I think it's beautiful. I think it's one of the best thing they could be doing. But here what Bahamian people have a problem with. You let your children know you still rocking at 70 and 80. They mad at you. They feel like, now Grammy, you should know better. Now Grammy, you should stop this long
but
time.
that is because sex is seen negatively in our society. And guess what? That is why so many married people have issues because we are too holy to be on this earth.
Yeah,
Okay? We
yeah.
have a problem balancing our
Hmm.
spirituality with our physical needs and desires.
Hmm.
All right, albeit coming back again to being a Christian nation,
Hmm.
right? We believe that outside of marriage, you shouldn't be engaging in sex. So if I'm married and I'm older,
Uh-huh.
I think that same issue of not allowing our children to see us express expressing
I
ourselves
agree with you
freely.
wholeheartedly. I agree
Okay,
with you.
now to say that we are going to be openly having sexual intercourse in the presence of our children, but that public display of affection, the holding of hands, the kissing, and all of the other affectionate things that a male or female does towards their partner is also frowned upon. And it's amazing how the important things in life, the beautiful things in life, are frowned upon. But we also frown upon the expressions of the young people too. It's like we got this thing all mixed up in our head as to sex just being dirty, you know? Nobody's call it doing nastiness. What's the
Hmm.
other negative tune we use for sexual intercourse?
Hmm.
Oh, they all over the place juicing, they all over the place throwing they front round, they all over the place. But they don't focus on two individuals. Okay, you know what is also very wicked? If a married couple is out and doing this display of affection to each other publicly, you know, it's the first thing people say, boy, I wonder who husband that is she with,
Hmm.
or who that is he's sneaking around with. They will never think that that's a husband and a wife because it's not commonplace in the Bahamas to see this amongst husband and wife. The husband over there with his friends, the wife over there with her family, and or her friends, and he out there with his friends or the boys, or sneaking with somebody else. Never is it perceived that there goes a happy couple, there goes a balanced couple.
Hmm.
What's wrong with that picture?
Yeah, well,
Terribly wrong.
yeah, but you see, okay, it's a beautiful thing when 80 or 70-year-old still juicing or still having sexual intercourse. But in the Bahamas, when people get 60 and 65, because woman, watch now, the perception of a woman, I want nobody, I done with that. That's come out their mouth all the time.
But that's because it is socially accepted,
Hmm.
socially expected. So they are literally verbalizing that I am fitting into the criteria of what I should be doing at this age.
Yeah,
But they
they
are,
lying.
as you always say, they lying. They
They
sneaking
lying.
around here,
It's
sneaking around there, especially if they
yes,
don't have a husband. But
yes,
sadly, many of us, men and women, are pushing our partners away to fit
exactly.
into this profile while sneaking around with someone else.
Mm. See, why would you do want to see? I believe it's a mental thing now because once somebody just I talked earlier about words and how people hurt you by words and you start singing it and everybody catch on like words are powerful. Child, I wouldn't even open my life for this. I wouldn't. Child, my husband won't come around me. Child, what you mean? You you married a man and that's what you're marrying for. But I don't want to go down that road. I'm talking about people at the oldest age stages. I think sex should be a beautiful thing. I think yes, you might have a guy that hurt your heart or break your heart or whatever, and you feel for it because you're trying to protect your heart. But you know what is amazing? You will go out and trick. I call it tricking. You know, old people tricking. They go out and trick with another person, but home in the house, you don't want to jump on top of your man. And I don't understand Bahamian woman. Everywhere you go, they living by themselves now at a certain age. And they're saying to me that Tony, man this and man that and man that. But you think it's a one-sided road?
And
This is not a one-sided road. It's man and woman doing food.
it's
And
mindset. We keep coming back to this mindset.
yeah.
It has to do with how we perceive sex in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a three-part entity or is it all inclusive where everything connects? And that's the problem. People are not connecting the dots.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, you must practice self love. You must have self worth and self esteem. And
Mm-hmm.
then you must be able to communicate. So, what if someone said something to you that was not pleasing or unpleasant? Bring it to the table. Let that person know that they hurt you. Let them know how they hurt you and why it is a hurtful thing to you. Because sometimes people are not even aware that
Mm-hmm.
what they said was offensive or was taken as an offense.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's
it
why.
might have been said
Mm-hmm.
offensively, but it has to do with how you perceive and how you respond
But
to the stimulus in your environment.
but you get a 60, 65 or age up. You get a woman 60, 65, a 60, 65-year-old woman, and um you they just in the sweetest prime of their life. And so what they should be doing for their husband, man, is be up. See, don't let him go outside looking for this young thing. You should just be in your prime to open up your leg and having fun. Listen, you should be riding him because you should have more energy in the old buzzard. So you listen, and it's so beautiful. This is your husband. Why why at why at 60 sex should be just right because you have the experience now. You have and you taking care of yourself because young people don't take care of themselves. So you just in your listen, enjoy that bed. Just listen. You should be having so much fun. You should be having more experience in that bed than anything. So you should be having sex backwards, sideways, front and back. Let me tell you why. Because you can die. This only can make you younger. Sex can make you feel better if you do it in the right way. Sex also Sex will also make you um, have more energy. And if you do it in love, you just will be amazed how your body will reform. Just look at just look at people like me who old. You know, I know you won't go to that one. I I up in age, but people don't know that because I stay fit. I run. I this. I that. So I stay fit. So if you married, it's sex should be a beautiful thing. And if you got your wife and you up in the 80s and you still could physically handle it, go for it. Don't let these Bahamian people lie to you because they be sneaking around with these young fellas. So don't let these women come lie. But I, and this is what's wrong with Bahamian women. When they get certain age, they go to the church and all they worry about church. Let me set this record for you. See, you got to set some record. The church, your obligation is to God and family, right? Notice I say God and family. I say number church. So when you run into church and your husband asks you for sex and you say, I got to go to church, what are you doing? You're not living in God's plan. Now, watch what I can say to you, these people. If you marry a man, your obligation is to your family, right? Run into the church and run into God. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to live, and it seems like when women become Christian, they forget their
Getting
obligation.
that balance,
Yeah,
getting that
they
balance.
forget obligation to their family, which is their husband.
But it
It's
has to do with the
yeah,
social
and
and
so
the
we got to
teaching.
let this stop it. You telling me, I hear you nobody tell me. I hear somebody say the other day. Well, boy, I going to church to serve my God, and He want me. He got to wait till I come back. Oh, okay. You know what happened? You do that a few times and see where He go. God, God, God might be in midst, and you gonna say some foolishness. You got to put this in order. If you marry me and we reach the age of 70, and you telling me you close shop, I can I can tell you a couple things that you I can't say on the show that you need to know. So we got to be careful what we do. And age has nothing to do with love and sex. Has nothing to do with love and sex. And we got to go back. See, we got to go back. My mother, them from back in the day, there's hard and strong people at the age of 70. They were still in the field, still with cutlass in their hand, still strong. They never used to come home and cry.
Tony, I think what people have to realize is that as you age, you may not be as vigorous. You may not be able to assume all the varied positions that you hear people talking about. But the thing about it is establishing a rhythm
Mm-hmm,
in your relationship
mm-hmm,
where there are things that you can do with each other that literally keeps you interested in each other. And I think that's the problem there. People have lost their connection in their relationship. They are no longer caring, gentle, attentive. There are no concerns. All the woman want to do is make sure she cleaning the house, cooking the food, making sure the clothes wash. But What is wrong in your head and in your heart? Because you're taking care of the external, but what about the internal? Okay? Sexual intercourse is like exercise. If you don't exercise, similar to using your brain, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Mhm.
So, your mindset is the foundation of your life. How you perceive things, what you value in your partner. It tells a lot how much you truly care because intimacy is selflessness,
Mhm.
and sexual intercourse comes natural when you are connected to your partner. When there is connection, intimacy is the product.
Mhm. And if you 70, if a man's 70 and he's still in his feeling, and you going talking, but you going to pray, your husband going to pray on something, he can find where your gal to pray on. So it's cheaper you see. It's cheaper you keep it in the house. It's cheaper you keep that. There's a you can find a way to make this active at home. It's easy. It seems hard. It's easy. The first thing is this: you got to learn how to forgive and forget. What I do you in 19th in the past, now is a new turn of page. So you say you love the Lord and you're going to the church. Forgive, let go your sins, let go whatever I have done you. Let's turn a new page, open up your leg, have a good time, start, start. And you know what? I think sex bring you tighter. I'm close, but I think sex will bring you tighter because when you have sex, it's a physical contact. It's bring you joy. It also has a memory. You don't forget these events. And most times you tweak the heart and the heart becomes happy. And once the heart becomes happy, the head becomes a part of this whole process. And your body, you start feeling better. And once you feel better, you can do better. And once you get your mind and the root focus on the right, you can't miss it. Sex is a beautiful thing, and I can close with this. You is good to juice. I love to juice. Man love to juice. Woman lie, they love the juice too. But woman can hide it because if they're not having fun, they're not enjoying the juicing. This is where they have a complaint. But if you have to trick at the age of 80, you ain't making no sense. Tricking at 80 ain't making no sense. That's a taboo. So Mel, I can close on that. You tell me exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Well, until next week.
We will be right here under the tree. Any topic you want us to take. We ain't scared to take on nothing. We ain't scared to take on nothing. So any topic you want us to take out there, shout. Just send us the topic. We will take it on. And as always, again, on a good Friday, is Mel and Tony under the tree chat. And how today, before I close, put a smile on your face. That's have a smile on your face. Take your weekend with a smile. And we love you. That's what we do here. We spread love every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Mel and Tony under the tree chat. Have a great day and enjoy your weekend. and find a church